Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chandra M. Champion, and I'm the Conference and Events Director for the National WIC Association. I am assisting the Ohio WIC department with their 2022 Ohio WIC Nutrition and Breastfeeding Conference. This is for our speakers. This is the Know Before You Go. I am so glad that you all were able to join me, and I'm so sorry that I was not able to host this live. A lot of you all may or may not be familiar with the Hubilo platform. That is what we'll be using. We've used this platform now. This will be our second year, and we've had great success. So I'm going to start sharing my screen right now so that you all can check everything out. Okay, you all should now see my screen. Awesome. All right, as you notice in the top, this is our URL. All of this information, URL, sign-ins, etc., will be emailed to you, so you don't have to try to write this down or pause it or anything. You all will receive this in email. So first, we'll get to our site. It'll ask us for our email address. So I'm going to put my email in. Okay. Hit continue with email. All right. You also will get an email with the login information as well. And so I am going to put our login in, and it's WIC 2020. Okay. All caps for WIC, and then the number 22. Click verify, and we're in. Okay. So we're all set. I am going to go directly to how to sign in. So if you're a speaker, you can sign in two ways. Let me say that. You can sign in from this welcome page, or you can sign in from sessions. So if you're a speaker, you will see a join as speaker. If you're not a speaker, you will see watch now. Okay? You will always see a button as join as a speaker. And you will only see this button if you are the speaker for that session. Okay? So I'm logged in as myself. My picture's right there. I'm a speaker, and your pictures will be there if you are a speaker for that session. Okay? You will see a couple other things. You will see this, the preview, the live stream. You will also see moderate attendee engagement, like chat, Q&A. You don't have to worry about that. We'll have someone on the NWA team that will be taking care of that piece. All we need you guys to do is click join as a speaker. Okay, so you can join as a speaker from the welcome page, or you can join as a speaker from, if you click on this button up here, sessions. Okay, and it's 5 o'clock my time, and you will also see the same thing that you saw on the other platform, or excuse me, on the welcome page. Okay, you'll see join as a speaker. So we'll go ahead and click on that button, join as a speaker, and it's going to take us to a Zoom page. And it's opening up. It may take a little bit to open up. And here we go. So we're in it. I'm going to stay a participant. I have one of my coworkers assisting me. And now you're in here as, it won't say in WIC host, it will show your name. Okay. I'm just kind of signed in twice to Zoom, and then I'm signed in on a different platform. And you will use this just like any other regular Zoom. So what we will ask you to do is join 30 minutes prior to the start of your session. So again, you will be joining 30 minutes to the start of your session. You will go through the WIC host. There will be someone there to assist you, and that person will ask you a series of questions just to make sure that you're good to go. You will also be joined by your moderator. Your moderator will be one of the Ohio team. Okay, and so they will also ask some questions. They will just kind of ask how you would like to handle the question and answer portion. Please note that when you start your presentation, they will probably read a little bit about your presentation or a description. They will introduce you, and then they'll kick it over to you. Okay, and so let me just let me back that up a little bit. So you get on here, let's say your session starts at 5 o'clock. So you'll join at 4:30 p.m. You'll be in here, you'll meet your WIC host, you'll meet your moderator. You'll let your moderator know like, oh, I'd like to handle my questions like this or not. The moderator will brief you on a couple things as well. And so the things that they will be briefing you on is how you want to answer your question and answer. They will also let you know that the chat feature will work, and they may or may not be sending you chat information so that you kind of know what's going on. No need for you to press the record button or live transcripts or reactions or participants or anything like that. What you want to do is have your start your video, have your camera on, as well as unmute yourself, okay? The moderator will ask you, do you want to have your camera on the entire time of the session, or do you want the moderator to introduce you and then you come up on the screen with your video? Okay, so be ready to answer those questions. So when you start your presentation, or maybe beforehand, you can share your screen. And so, of course, you will click on share screen, and then you will have your slides ready. And you will be in control of your slides, okay? So you will be able to advance them, move them, do whatever, okay? The moderator will turn off their camera once you get started, and it'll be your show. Once you finish with your presentation, the moderator will get back on, and then you all will have your cameras on. No need to share your session anymore, but if you'd like to, that's fine. Or excuse me, share your screen anymore. You know, you can do whatever fits you best, okay? And so the moderator will feed you questions. And these questions will come from the audience. Just in case the audience does not provide you with any questions, you and the moderator should kind of come up with some questions beforehand. Also know that in your speaker packet, you were asked 3 questions just in case we did not. You were asked to submit 3 questions just in case we did not receive any questions from the attendees. Usually they're pretty good about asking questions. And so, you know, just in case you don't get any questions, your moderator will have those 3 questions that you all discussed earlier in your prep time. Okay, so it's one thing to say, it's very important that you arrive 30 minutes before your session starts, just to smooth out the kinks, make sure that your video is working, you can share your screen, we can hear you, etc. Okay, so here's the fun part. Your WIC host will be responsible for going live. So right now on the platform, attendees cannot see us, okay? They don't see anything because we have not started the session, all right? I'm going to ask my coworker to start the session for us, but give me 1 second. I want to do something else so you all can see the front end of the platform, what it looks like. So I am going to downsize that portion. Okay, and I'm going to go to the platform so that you all can see what's being shown. You all see stream will start soon, waiting for the host to start the stream, okay? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask my coworker to start the stream. Okay, so when you go live, and that is when attendees will see, oh, well, let's wait, let's give her a second. She's gonna go live for us in a second. Okay, so we got it. We see that this meeting is being live streamed. You will see a red button up here, and your WIC host is going to say, hey guys, we're gonna go live right now. Are you ready? Okay, it takes about 2 seconds, okay? And so we are live, okay, right now. And I'm going to go to the website. So this is what live looks like. I'm gonna actually turn on my screen to assist a little bit. I'm just gonna thank her. Okay, so I'm actually operating in 2 virtual, a couple platforms. So I'm turning off I'm coming on, okay? So now I'm going to go to the platform so that you all can see what it looks like on the platform. It takes a couple seconds for us to go live. Okay, so here we go. I'm going live. So please note that, oh goodness, I get a chance to see myself in person, but please note that the virtual platform is about 20 seconds behind schedule. Okay, so it's live, but not live. All right, and that was 20 seconds ago when I was adjusting my glasses and my necklaces and my etc. Okay. All right, and if you see at the bottom hand corner, it says that we are live. You don't have to worry about anything that's going on in the platform. The moderator and the NWIC host will be responsible for making sure everything is okay. You notice at the top of this, here's the name of our session. So you see that information and you see yourself, okay? So you'll go ahead and, do your program, or excuse me, your presentation, and go about your business. When you guys get to the end of the session, again, you can finish it up, and then you can kick it over to your moderator, and your moderator will go into the Q&A, okay? All right. And then once you finish your Q&A, then they will end the session. So your presentation should be about 45 minutes to 50 minutes with 10 to 15 minutes of Q&A, okay? All right, hopefully there's no questions on that, but please feel free to let us know if you have any questions on it. So I'm gonna go back to the Zoom. All right. And so when you're in with host, lets you know that, I'm still messing with my necklaces, sorry about that. So when you're in with host, lets you know that you're no longer live, then you will no longer see this live button in the corner, and then you should be all set, okay? So I'm gonna tell my coworker that we no longer need to go live. Okay. And so just so that you'll see that this red button will go away, all right? Okay, so we are no longer going live. And so I'm also going to thank her for her help. Okay, so I've asked her to just kind of keep the Zoom on because I'm going to show you guys how to, log in again, just in case, people may have missed that, okay? All right, so that's how, your session, I'm going to leave. Okay, and Zoom is done, okay? And so our session is over. But again, if you want to join as a speaker, you will simply click on this button, join as a speaker, and it takes us into the Zoom. And you're connecting and just kind of waiting, and it's opened up. So sorry about this, guys, but the Zoom is opened up on another area, okay? So we're good to go on that piece. I am going to go back over here and talk to you guys about a couple other things on the platform. So for the first time you log in, if you've never done a Hubilo, been on the Hubilo site or done a Hubilo, any kind of conference, then you will have to go through the setup steps. And for me, I've worked in Hubilo for several times, so I don't even have to go through these steps. It keeps my picture, it keeps my title, and it knows my names. So when you log in for the first time, this is what you'll see. This piece will be already included for you. You will be asked to, I just put in a county. I don't have a county essentially because I live and work in Washington, D.C. but you'll be asked to put in your county, your organization, tell us a little bit about yourself, your, this is in the wrong place. Okay, and for your designation, it should say title. Then we'll ask what type of organization do you work for, a small, medium, or large? And then what type of role you play in. There's several different things. And then we'll ask about current interests, okay? And you'll click Save Changes. Profile has been updated, all right? If you want, you can upload a background image. So, and these are our options, or you can just have something, you can upload your own. So I'm going to try this one, and that's my background, okay? So then how long have I worked in this arena? I'm gonna say 1 to 10 years. Save changes. And then if I want to add some social links, here's some information that you can feel free to add if you'd like, okay? All right, make sure you hit Save Changes. Okay, and if you go back up here, and for you guys, when you first log in, this will pop up, but I've logged in quite a few times, so it's already up here. So let me tell you a little bit about my briefcase. My briefcase is for any notes that you take on anybody, on attendees, speakers, or sessions. Okay. All right, and so then bookmarks can be any sessions that you bookmark, and I'll show you as we go through a little bit. Settings, notifications, how you would like to be notified. Yeah, it's a little bright. Let us know if you're not able to read this. So if you want to disable all new activity on your any posts, organizer notifications, meeting status notifications, etc., feel free to read on. Email notifications as well. Disable them all. You get an email notification if you have meetings, profile views, messages, or mentions and notifications. Okay. Let's save changes right there. And then now I'm going to go back here, and I was in settings, and then language and time zone. So English, I am in the Eastern time zone as well. Okay. And then the time format. So you can either do 12 hours or 24. 24 I'm no good at. That's military time, so I want to keep it at 12. Okay. So again, we'll go over here, and this is where our welcome page. It tells you just a little bit, gives a brief description about the conference, as well as you get a couple things to see, some banners, and some highlights of things that are going on, etc. All right. And then, of course, you'll see any live sessions as well. All right. This little box right here is if you wanted to take notes. So just like I noted in there, there was a section under the profile where you can see your notes. So this is an example of where you could take notes on a session, okay? You click on agenda. We have the entire agenda posted, day 1 for nutrition and day 2 for breastfeeding, okay? You click on sessions. This is where you'll see all the sessions. Let me go ahead and click on July 27th. All right, this is our exercise. This is our welcome, general sessions, networking opportunities. Then here are our concurrent sessions with our speakers, etc. And if you click right here, you will see what a session is about. Okay, get a nice little description. You can also add it to your calendar, and this is your calendar that's within the Hubilo platform. Okay, you can also take notes on it. And excuse me, this one, add to your calendar, is actually your calendar. Like if you're whatever calendar you're using, like if you're using Outlook, etc., blah blah blah. This one right here is add to your schedule. That's the schedule within the Hubilo platform. Okay. All right. So here's our speaker right here, so you can view that person's profile, etc. So Brittany is presenting it looks like it says today, but I think that's slightly incorrect. So I'm going to ignore that. But, oh, excuse me. These are times when you can meet with Brittany to chat. So another cool thing about this platform is you can chat with people. You can send a meeting request, etc. But here is the sessions that Brittany will be talking on, okay? Or Britain, I'm sorry. So Thriving with Nutrition on the Spectrum. That's when her session is Wednesday, July 27th from 11 to 12:30, okay? And like I said, you can add it to your calendar. You can, here's some notes as well as add it to your schedule. So let's go ahead and add it to my calendar. So it's gonna ask me what type of calendar I'm using. You can block your slots for the meeting during this session, okay? All right, then let's click on taking notes. This is what someone can do during a session. Okay, up to 300 characters. You can delete those notes or you can copy them. A lot of people, just because it's 300 characters, a lot of people copy them into a Word document. All right. So if you clicked on here, agenda, it's added to your Hubilo calendar. Okay. All right. So I'm going to close this. We're going to keep moving on. All right. So let's click on event feed. Right now, we don't have anything on there, but by the time we get started, there'll be lots of information on the event feed. You can also add information and you can talk to your buddies. You can do whatever you need to do. Okay, so you can add images. You can do an introduction. So let's say I want to do an introduction. So I'm looking for and I'm offering. Okay. You have up to 1,000 characters. You can also do a poll if you wanted to. So you can enter your question and then your options, and then when your poll is going to end, okay? All right. So I'm not doing any of those things. So I'm going to go back to event feed. You can talk about whatever you want to do. Again, you can add images and videos, introduction, polls, and then my posts that'll just show you all of the posts that you have posted, okay? All right. So lounge. So in a lounge, this is the opportunity for you all to speak in groups. There'll be some, the lounges will be open all day, every day. And during our break times, we'll have people in there speaking on certain subjects, okay? Just it'll be kind of informal. You don't have to jump in if you don't want to, but it'll just be pretty informal, okay? So if we come over to this side, we get a menu. And this is a menu for our contest. So, well, actually in a contest form. So instead of seeing the things go down this way, you get a chance to see them. Sorry. Oops, 55:45. Wow, it's time for me to end today. Okay. So we'll have contests going on throughout the week or the 2 days of the conference, and the contest can be picture contests, questions, surveys, etc. So just come and check it out. So then we have something called a leaderboard. So for every time you do anything on the conference platform, you get points. All right, and points are just bragging rights, you know. So here are 2 leaders. And you can see it in a different format. You can see what the points you'll get too. Okay, so for just chatting, you get 5 points. For asking a question in the session, you get 5 points. For viewing a product, for participating in a contest, for viewing a profile, etc. All right, things that are happening now. All right, for example, that session. So it was very simple. This happening now is very similar to the welcome and as well as session live, okay? So here's the fun part, the people. Oh, and let me go right here. Here's another area where if you wanted to join your session, here's a third place where you can do the same thing. You see this button, join as a speaker, okay? All right. So anytime you see live or red buttons, that means that there is a session going on. All right, so let's go and check out some speakers. All right, so here are speakers. So I will click on her. It's gonna just tell me a little bit about Allison. She's gonna be speaking at the general session on Wednesday, July 27th. I can chat with her and send her an instant message. So it can be, so you click on chat, you would say, hi, my name, you know, just example, hi, my name is such and such. And you'll just do that quick little chat with her. And then you can also send a smiley face. Okay. You can also send a gift as well. So several fun things you can do. You can actually go back to her profile there as well. We have also opportunity to meet with our speakers. So you can choose the date, the time, and then what you'd like to, you know, and any kind of message you'd like to send her, okay? Here's another area where you can add notes on her. And then also if you want to bookmark her, okay? All right, so that is what that little menu is on that side. So here's some fun things again. So if I clicked on my schedule, I don't know if you guys remember, I hearted something or said that I wanted to add that to my calendar or my schedule, excuse me. And so this is what it shows. You can also see the meetings, any meetings that people have set up with you as well, okay? So this little one is notifications. So if anybody sends you a chat, if someone posts something on the event feed, if someone like myself, any of the event organizers submit something, this is the area where you want to go. So maybe a session is running 5 minutes behind, or a session is, you know, anything is happening. This is where you want to go for your know-it-all. And we'll send information here, and we'll also put things on the event feed. Okay. All right. So then also this is here if you want to check your messages. So any of the chats that people have sent to you, they'll be right here. Okay. Okay. So again, we're going to click the welcome so that you can see where the welcome is. For any area that you're on, you'll see an orange dot, so you know that you're there. For agenda, okay, it's just showing up for us. You can pop it out and see it. For your sessions, you'll always see these two dates, okay? Well, you'll see this date and possibly another date, okay? But these are the dates of the conference, all right? And then, of course, it will say all sessions. So let's actually go here. So it's going to show us all the sessions right here. If it was Wednesday, July 27th, it would show us, it will give us the option of all or the session that we're speaking at, okay? Okay. So make sure you go in here and play around a little bit. You all have access to the system right now. So feel free to come in and play around in it. Again, this is how you join a session. You click on the button right here. Also, this is how you preview the live session was being streamed. But again, you do not have to worry about that. The NWA staff member as well as the moderator will make sure that's going well and everything is taken care of. Also, this is the moderator button. And again, the moderator will be just taking care of that. But I'll click on it so that you can see. Okay, and so information will just be popped up on there on sharing with the moderator, okay? So guys, if you have any questions, please, please, please send me an email. I am going to follow up with all the speakers with the email, and it will provide you with a couple of information as well as a link to this recording. So hopefully that hopefully this was a good recording and you all were able to garner some good information, okay? Again, thank you. My name is Chandra Champion, and I am the Director of Conference and Events for the National WIC Association. And I want to thank you so much for joining me for this time in this speaker note before you go, okay? Everybody take care and have a good rest of the day. Thank you again.